Hello, doctor. My name is Wang Junran, and my matric number is 20876. This is my presentation. Okay. Um, the 2 weeks pedagogic practice is already over, and the memories I have left are very rich and interesting. I feel that I have given a lot and I gained a lot. I would like to give you a brief introduction to the Longjie Middle School. The school I came to as a teacher is Longjie School in Yuxi City, Yunnan Province. Longjie Middle School has a fun tradition and a glorious history, facing the good opportunity of education development today. This is the organizational structure and the school management chart I made. I will briefly state what the headmaster and the guidance teacher are doing in the school. The party committee's office is a comprehensive coordination and working organization of school party committee and administration. My guidance teacher is in the BUSA's office to actually serve teachers and students, serve the school, serve the functional department for the purpose. Um, diligent, be able to bear hardships and study hard. Uh, be rigorous in reading in dealing with problems, realistic, making practical use of what you have learned, and innovative, be creative in learning and teaching. These are the school culture and the work culture of the Longjie Middle School. It's a co collective culture that reflects the school's uh, philosophy, spirit, and ethos. Uh, the PTA meeting was held by Wu Yanhong. Activities carried out include home visits, is a journey of love education. The other activity was organized by the headmaster and school alumni to carry out a lecture on the protection of girls. This lecture hopes to help parents understand the law of children's sexual development through popular things as well as what relevant concepts and knowledge parents should learn. Okay. Uh, this is a reflection on the environment, experience, and management of classroom. This is a picture of my first class. I overcame many small problems, no matter the pace of class, the content arrangement, or the answers to students' questions. I did well. After class, I found that I really like the feeling of being a teacher. Work of the platform, the teacher did a full affirmation of my performance and point out that I had some problems in oral English and asked me to practice more. I have a good record, and the students have responded well to my class. And I'm really happy about my first experience as a teacher. Later, I found that some students were faced with many problems. For example, in the process of learning pronunciation, students were unwilling to open their mouths to and follow teacher, which would lead to the teacher's inability to correct their pronunciation in time, and some students with low English level cannot pay attention in class all the time. Um, Making class fun is a great way to get students involved in the class, but it's difficult to get every student to participate in the class. So what my guidance teacher said about discipline is important so that the students who don't want to study cannot influence the students who want to work hard. Um, appropriate punishment for students who do not obey the discipline can ensure the orderly process of the class. Students will not feel stressed or uncomfortable because of the punishment and are more willing to follow the guidance of the teachers. I found that the English level of the students is quite different because some of them have been learning English for 3 years, while others have only been learning English for less than a month. So some of them are completely new to English. It's also necessary for teachers to prepare different learning tasks for their students with different abilities. Um, this is a reflection on co uh, This is a reflection on curricular activities. I carry out the activities of the English interest group. Once I think of the growing enthusiasm of the students, once I think of the students' growing knowledge of English, I feel very gratified after the joy gained in this is far from rest to get in order that I can better organize students to participate in interesting English activities in the future. I reflect on and summarize my experience in this interest activity. Interest is the driving force of learning. I changed my lesson plan from the usual education to free talk after the teacher-student greeting to create an atmosphere of English learning. After that, we played a game to communicate with each other, uh, cooperate, co cooperative learning English. Uh, com competitions not only can stimulate students' sense of participation, but also can cultivate students' sense of collective honor and cooperative spirit. I mm, I often divide students into groups and set tasks in advance when learning letters, uh, phonetic symbols, and daily communication. This is a reflection on school culture and work culture. The construction of Longjie Middle School culture and work culture, in addition to carrying out some cultural and sports activities that can truly meet the needs of students' spiritual life, should also focus on building a good relationship between teachers and students in the classroom. Through rich and colorful teaching content and scientific teaching methods to enrich the students' spiritual world, Longjie Middle School's cultural construction permits the students teaching scientific research, management, life, and various campus activities. Campus cultural construction is an important part of the school's implementation of quality education and spiritual civilization construction. Okay. Uh, this is a summary. Be a good teacher is not easy. It's easy to be a teacher, but it's really hard to be a good teacher. Uh, Teacher work is complex and tedious. Um, Second, self-confidence is important. Confidence makes students interested in what you are teaching and believe in your ability to teach. Teaching should be methodical. Students need time and understanding to get in touch with new knowledge. Therefore, the right methods should be taught in the teaching process. The fourth, listening to lessons is crucial for new teachers. Um, Listening to lessons is a good way to improve one's teaching ability, and the new teachers can only gradually accumulate experience by listening to more lessons. Overall, the post experience has changed me a lot and taught me a lot. It consisted of four parts: listening, lesson preparation, through lecture, answering questions, and correcting assignments. In this um, pedagogic practice, I studied the syllabus, curriculum standards, and the course content of the subject I was working on, listening to the lecture of the guidance teacher, and made a good record of the lecture and the evaluation, prepared and tried to lecture and the guidance of the guidance teacher, and help the teacher to correct the homework and answer students' questions. During the 2 weeks of my pedagogic practice, and I experienced the problems I faced as a teacher and the responsibility I had as a teacher in these few days. As a intern teacher, I have been strict with myself as a teacher, so paying attention to my words and the behavior and my appearance, caring for the students in my pedagogic practice school and class, and doing my best to be a good class teacher with attitude of being responsibility for the students. That's all my presentation. Thank you.